Well, hello again. I am on a roll with some videos this year. So today's video is going to be, you guess it, another first impressions video. I know, it's like I have myself on repeat, right? But you guys have been loving the first impressions videos, and you guys keep asking for more and more and more. So I figured, why not do a full face of first impressions new drugstore makeup? I'm so super excited. I have been holding off on all these items, and I figured, instead of doing one by one, why don't we just throw in a whole face of new products and do a first impressions on everything? So that's what I did today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, like always, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I've already applied my moisturizer, and now I'm going to start with primer. I'm using the new CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer for oily skin. This is what mine looks like, and on the back it says, designed for unique skin type, True Blend Primer for oily skin minimizes shine breakouts and creates a smooth canvas for perfect foundation application. Easy breezy tip, apply a dime-sized amount to face before applying makeup. So to test the primer out, I am only going to be applying it on one side of my face. So I'm going to be taking a size about this, and I'm just going to be applying that on this side of my face. And the reason that I'm applying it on one side of my face is because I want to see if it really does the job at keeping the oil at bay. So going to be applying that all over. So for foundation, I'm going to use one that I already know how it works, how it reacts on my skin, and I just did a first impressions on it. It is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation in 15 Ivory. And a lot of people were asking if I used a primer or a setting spray with it. I did not use a primer, but I did use a setting spray. I used the Wet n Wild one. And I'm going to use this because, like I said, I already know how it reacts to my skin, and I think it would be pretty interesting to see how it reacts with a primer underneath it. And like I said, a bunch of you were asking about it, so I'm just going to do it again. I'm going to put myself through it again just for you guys. I'm going to be applying this all over my skin. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link it down below. You guys all seen how oily my skin was, and I want to know if I can get this to work for us oily girls and gals out there. Now for concealer, this is a brand new concealer. This is the new Wet n Wild Instant Flawless Complexion Highlighter and Concealer. It says highlights features, conceals imperfections, lifts darkness. It's the illumi-naughty Highlight and Concealer Pen, and mine is in Ivory. So this is what it looks like. There was 3 different shades. This is the lightest. So I mentioned in my last video that there were some Wet n Wild products that were exclusively sold at Walgreens, and this is actually one of them. So you guys asked for it, and so that's what I'm doing. I am going to give you a first impressions on these products. This is a lot like the, whoa! This is going to be a lot like the, you know, the twist up pens, like the ones from L'Oreal and Maybelline. I got way too much. So this is supposed to be a concealer and highlighting pen, so I'm just going to stick that in the areas that I would usually highlight. And I wish I didn't get so much, because a little bit goes a long way. So it's a nice shade. I wish it was almost a little bit lighter. I did not need to twist up that much. Those twist ups always get me. They always get me. So the product is blending out really nicely. I really like the color of it. Again, I still wish it was a little bit lighter. The lightest shade is really not that light. Okay. So now for, oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. So now for some setting powder, I am using the new Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. And this is what it looks like. It says microfine translucent powder creates a soft focus effect as it sets makeup, smooths and mattifies undetectable finish. Swirl lightly over face with powder brush. Can be used alone or on top of makeup. So I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, and I'm going to set those highlighted areas first. Really pack the product on there. So this seems like a really nice fine powder It's really easy to blend out, really easy to work with. It's super soft. So for bronzer and blush, I'm going to be using these new Physician Formula products. They're the Super BB Insta Ready bronzer and blush sticks. Now, I completely forgot to do this before I set my face, but we are gonna work with it. So first I'm using this one. This is the Contour Trio BB stick. So this is what the product looks like, and it says express your #selfie. Multitasking all-in-one Contour Trio BB stick glides on effortlessly, instilling contouring and adding definition to your face. Velvety soft formula with dual sphere particles absorb oil but not moisture to create a smooth skin perfecting finish. Complexion is instantly selfie ready. Foolproof contouring, ultra blendable and easy to use stick features 3 essential contouring shades to perfectly highlight, bronze, and create definition with just one swipe. So the lightest shade is the highlight, which adds radiance. The second is the sculpt, which adds warmth. And the third, which is the darkest, adds definition. And it says contour like a pro. Glide Contour Trio stick from apple of cheeks to the temple with highlighter facing up. Blend upward with fingertip. Use highlighter shade alone on cheekbone, brow bone, and bridge of nose to eliminate and accentuate features. Use contour shade on jawline, hairline, side of nose for added definition and shimmering effect. So this is what the stick looks like. And I'm pretty sure there was only one shade of each. I could be wrong. I bought these at Rite Aid. So I know I have powder on my face, but we are going to roll with it because it's a very, very, very light hand of powder. So like it says, put the darkest shade about there. So this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna do the same over here. Like that. And then it says that you can take the lightest shade and put it down your nose, in your forehead, and then take the darker shade, contour your nose, contour your forehead, and contour your jawline. This is a really, really cool idea, especially since cream contouring is really big right now. I think this is a great little BB stick. It's super simple, super fast. And then it goes ahead and says that you blend it out with your finger. So I'm just going to start by blending that in. Okay, so that is blended out. I did take a brush to it. I just think it was faster that way, but really simple way. It did kind of blend away, so that's something that I'll probably have to play around with more, but it did add a really nice highlight, which is really pretty. I'm actually going to set that with another bronzer in a second. This is pretty much the same thing, but a blush type. So we're gonna see if we can layer these products on top of each other, and then I'll set them with a powder. So this is going to do the same thing, except go a little bit higher, obviously. So like so. Gonna blend that out, and the highlight on this is actually really pretty. It's kind of scary though. It'll be interesting to see how it looks when it blends out. Okay, this is starting to, the blush, oh, I really like it a lot. It blends out so nicely, and that highlight is crazy. Okay, so that's what it looks like blended out. It's really pretty. Since the bronzer didn't really show up as well as the blush trio stick did, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with the CoverGirl True Blend bronzer. And this is what mine looks like. And there was only one shade of these, and it just says bronzer. So, and this is what the inside looks like. It has some shimmer in there. So I'm just gonna stick this right under that blush. It's actually a really nice color. It's not too orange. It's more of like a deep brown. And I'm just going to very lightly go over that blush. Now I'm not adding any product. I'm just going over it with a little bit of that Maybelline setting powder just so it stays on there. But the color is absolutely stunning. It's so pretty. Okay, and one of the last products that I'm going to be using is the new Wet n Wild Nothing But Brunette Brow Gel. Ultimate Brow Mascara. This fills and defines brow. It's a cream gel formula, holds hair in place. And again, I think they had 3 shades or something like that. I got the Nothing But Brunette one just because there was a blonde one, but it looked really, really yellow. So, and I have like kind of darker brows, so I figured I would go with this one. And this again was exclusively sold at Walgreens. So this is what the wand looks like. It's a nice tiny little brush. It's really dark, so we will see how it goes, but I'm just going to start at the tail. Oh, this is going to be one of those products that you have to clean up. I almost wish the wand was a little bit smaller, because as you guys can see, it's bigger than the tail of my brow. Whoa, that is really, really dark. That's really dark. Now I'm gonna have to go in and clean it up, but I'm going to use the concealer pen from Wet n Wild. So brow cleaned up, looks so much better. I did the concealer pen on a small detailed brush, went over it, and then I took a spoolie with a little bit of concealer that was left over under the brow and kind of brushed it upwards just to kind of lighten it up a little bit, because as you guys just seen, it was crazy hella dark. So I definitely wish there was an in-between color between the blonde and the brunette. It's kind of a hit or a miss for us that are kind of the in-betweens. I don't feel like they have a color. But this actually looks pretty nice if you go very, very light-handedly. Don't go overboard. It's very, very, very pigmented. But it did fill it very, very nicely. There is no powder. It's just this brow mascara, and it did a really good job at filling everything in. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the other side as well as the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and my brow game is strong. These are some dark brows. Oh my god, I haven't rocked dark brows like this and like never. So this should be interesting. I mean, they don't look horrible. They're just, I'm not a person that like, you know, really concentrates on my brows. So the only things that I did off camera were add a little bit of shimma to underneath my brow bone. I applied my mascara with the Super Curler, which I just did a first impressions on not too long ago. For my lips, the Rimmel Oh My Gloss 6 Hour lip gloss, and this is in all night long. It is $2.50. The last thing that I have to do is I am going to set my face with the Maybelline new Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray Locks and Makeup Long Lasting Finish. So this is what it looks like. I feel like every makeup brand is coming out with a setting spray, and I am loving it. So I'm just going to spray myself. So I will probably check back in a couple hours, see how this makeup truly holds up.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
My name's Audrey.
A princess.
So it has been about 4.5 hours, and as you guys can see, I'm starting to look a little shiny. So I'm just gonna go through really quickly and let you guys know what is holding up best on my face. The Maybelline setting spray. It says it's a lightweight translucent mitt, extends wear and keeps just applied makeup fresh, and it helps prevent makeup melting and color fading. If you watched my Maybelline foundation first impressions, you guys seen that after 6 hours my makeup was completely like gone. The setting spray definitely helped, as you guys can see on this side of my face, but as for the primer, I'm pretty oily still on both sides, so I don't see that making a huge difference in controlling my oil. But as for the bronzer is kind of fading away. The big star of the show is the blush. Do you want to show them the blush? The big star of the show is the Physicians Formula blush trio. The bronzer, which she's holding right now, didn't do that great of a job. That's why I put the CoverGirl bronzer over the top of it. But even that's kind of fading a little bit, and all you can really see is the blush. So this stick is definitely doing a really good job. The eyebrows have not budged. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. Eyebrows have not budged. They're doing a really, really good job. The Wet n Wild brow mascara is really, really good. They're not moving, they're not fading. As far as everything else, it's still holding up really well. The powder, this I think is a definite lifesaver. Like I said, if you guys see my first impressions on the Maybelline Velvet, by this point my makeup was already rubbing off, and I think the combination of the powder and the setting spray and possibly maybe the primer has definitely helped it prolong a little bit longer. As for the concealer, it's still doing a really good job. It's not breaking down in my forehead. It's not breaking down around my nose. Everything's holding up really, really well. Right? Does mommy makeup look good? I'm gonna check back, of course, at the 8-hour mark, which should be around 11 o'clock, which is pretty late, but that will be when I really get the full feel of how this makeup lasts. And so obviously the 6-hour Rimmel gloss that I put on lasted not even an hour. It just completely wiped off as the day went on, but that's okay. I'm not really into long wearing lips anyways, especially when I'm kissing this little face all the time. I don't need lipstick transferring and lip gloss transferring and stuff onto her. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will check back in a couple more hours and see how this makeup really holds up. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Hey everybody, so I am back and I'm in the bathroom. It is now 11:05. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom because my boyfriend's sleeping. He has to work in the morning, and my daughter had her tonsils removed about 4 days ago, and so she's sleeping in the bed. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I am so pleasantly surprised with the products that I tried today. So first, I want to check out my makeup. I'm oily. I really don't think that the primer did anything. Maybe if anything, it did like the smallest, teeniest bit. Minimizes shine breakout, and creates a smooth canvas. I don't think it eliminated any shine because, as you guys just seen, I had shine on both sides before blotting. That's just the way it is. As for creating a smooth canvas, yeah, maybe my makeup actually stayed on really, really well. I still have my bronzer. I still have my blush, which leads me to my next first impression, which were the Insta Ready BB trios, the bronzer and the blush. Major standout is the blush. I know you can't see it in this lighting because this lighting sucks, but major standout was the blush. I definitely give this a thumbs up. Like I said, the primer, you could probably skip on it. I think it's just more of a gimmick of, you know, this is going to mattify your skin and it's for oily skin and it's gonna keep you matte. No, it's just all right. It's all right. I think the Neutrogena oil control one is better. But yeah, the Super BB Blush Trio, so So good, so good. As for the bronzer, I'm going to have to play around with it more. Let me know in the comments below if you would like a whole separate video on these. I'm gonna try to play around more with this bronzer, and maybe I'll do like a cream contour video, and let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in using these products, because I really like the blush one. I have to play around more with the bronzer one. So the bronzer is just going to be put on hold for now, but thumbs up to the blush. The bronzer CoverGirl one, this is a good bronzer. I really like it. It's very natural. It's not over the top. It doesn't have like any orange in it, which I really like. It's really a nice natural bronze brown, which is very nice. I like the slight hint of shimmer. It's a good one in my book. I really like it. Concealer is a good concealer, and it did a good job. It didn't really have any more creasing. The only negative thing I would say is that I would appreciate if they had more of a shade range. I know these are exclusively in Walgreens, but maybe they could have a couple more. I think if this was just one shade lighter, I would absolutely fall in love with it, but it's not really a brightening and highlighting pen for me. It's just more of like a concealer. I just wish it was one shade lighter, but I mean, it's good. It's good. I do like it. It's a good concealer. I love this powder. Love this powder. So I'm actually going to touch up with it right now, just because I want to see how much, oops, I'm spilling it everywhere. I want to see what it looks like touching up, but I really like these types of loose translucent powders. Feels really nice. It's really lightweight. I like it. I like it a lot. The Ultimate Brow Mascara. If you guys can see, my brows still have not moved. So big, huge thumbs up. I mean, awesome job, Wet n Wild Brow Mascara. So good. This is called the Ultimate Brow. Love it. Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. This saved the day. I am going to talk about my first impressions on the Maybelline Velvet Dream Foundation. At the end of the day, my makeup was gone. Fast forward to today, wore the same foundation, couple different products, and I set with this. This completely changed the game. Now, I was super oily and like a hot mess with no makeup, no bronzer, no blush left over at the end of the day. And this time around, I mean, hello, completely different. It just seems like it's a whole new product. So if you guys are having problems with your powders not staying on your foundation or your makeup not lasting as long, give this Maybelline Master Fix Setting Spray a try. I mean, I am blown away. So the big thumbs up that I definitely highly recommend out of everything of this whole full face is the setting spray, Physicians Formula Blush Trio, and the Wet n Wild Brow Mascara. Those are three things that I definitely recommend. Total game changers, I'm telling you. That's it for this video. I'm sorry about the lighting again. I know it's horrible, but what can you do at almost midnight? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys want to see, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks, everybody.